Hi, my name's Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. I am taking a complete break from what I had, what I have all over my table because it should be filming day, and it is filming day because I'm filming, right? But I have such a squirrel mentality, and I did get some things filmed and I have some things edited. It's really hard when your phone is everything because I can only film and then I can only edit. Like I can only do one thing at a time. So I go back and forth. But then the postman came, and usually it's the UPS man, but today it was the postman. So in between getting one thing set up, I literally had it set up to film. And then I got some surprises. So for those of you that are Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, don't worry, I'm not going to show the bag, which if you follow my channel, you know my cat is often up on the table. She is literally, I opened the new bag that we have, and she is sleeping on it. So it's going to be filled with cat hair. And the color that it is, and she's white, you're going to see the cat hair on it. But she looks so cute. So if she's still there when I get off, I will post a picture. But for those of you that aren't Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, you might not know that next week is when we should be in Utah, and we should be gathering together, but it's 2020, so our on-stage event will be on stage at home this year. So they sent us all of our stuff. So I'm not going to show you the stuff. So if you are a demonstrator and you have stuff coming and you don't want to see it, don't worry. I'm just going to show you something made with the stamp set that is in it. But if you would have gone to center stage, then they sent us a little treat. So close your eyes or fast forward through that if you don't want to see that. But it's just a sweet little thing, and it says that they'll miss us at center stage. And, you know, I've already taken it apart, put it back together so you could see it. But it's a really cute little scissors charms. Has a little Stampin' Up! Thing and a little, like, global globe with a heart on it. So that was that gift. And then we have a really fun bag with lots of stuff in it. Like, it's a really cute bag. I think that the cut and emboss machine will go in it with all the platforms and everything in the bottom. And then the stamp set was in it. And, you know, if I get a new stamp set, especially one I've never seen before, then, like, the second I get it, and if you could see, like, I stamped with a lot of them. It stamps beautifully. Often when they give us one of these, there are dies or punches that go with it, which forces us then to buy it because they've just given us the stamp set. So I would venture a guess by how much I love this, that if there are dies or punches that go with it, it will be one of my January classes because it stamps beautifully, it's very different, and it will do masculine cards. So I told myself if I could come up with something super fast, that I would let myself make a card and show it off to you. So it's called Enjoy the Moment. It's a clean mount set. Like I said, we haven't seen the catalog or anything, but it does make me feel like there might be some dies that go with it just because of kind of the shapes. But it's got seeds. It looks like some of my potpourri downstairs, which was what I went with first, which is why I have almost all of the stamps mounted. And then I thought, no, you said fast. So I'm just going to show you real fast, a real quick card. And because one of the projects that I did have slated to show you was to remind you of a couple of the specials and because, you know, we're at the end of October, my thank you gifts for October, then I decided, well, I can put those on here. So I'm going to use Early Espresso. We're going to do a nice masculine card, but it doesn't have to be masculine because I like nature. It could be lots of things, but this does come with the fun happy birthday sentiment, and I know we always need those. So I'm just going to use the tall flowers out of there. Now, and you know, Early Espresso always dries a little bit lighter than what it stamps. Then it has the happy birthday. Everybody can always make some happy birthday cards. This will be available in the January mini catalog. So if you are a demonstrator who didn't go to onstage, it's often not in the pre-order if they gave it to us. Sometimes it is. I don't know. I guess I say that. I'm not 100% positive. But if you are a customer, then it will be available in January. And like I said, if it does have dies, then watch for it to be one of my January classes. But I'm going to pair it with the designer series paper that's still on sale. And that's one of the classes that I need to edit because it was a hot mess because it was a longer video for me to make, and those require more more editing. And then it also had to be done in 2 parts because we had some work being done in the road in front of our house, so I had to stop because it was too loud. So here's just one of the other stamps. stamped inside espresso on espresso, which is a really nice color combination. So remember, you can get a bunch of designer series papers, 15% off through the end of the month. And if you buy 4, then you get in on my free class. And it's a fabulous class because it's about ready. It's just not edited, but the projects are all super fun and it's free. All you have to do is buy 4 packages of paper. So now I wanted this to look, not fancy, but more like a watercolor maybe. So as long as you've stamped on it, just take it over, and I'm going to use our subtle embossing folder. I thought about using the texture one, but like I said, I was making this go fast and the subtle was right in front. So this is a classic one. Most of you probably have it. If you don't have it, you should, because it makes everything kind of look like handmade linen paper, like it's a watercolor. So it just takes the one. If you have the new one, it takes the gray plate. Mine's an old one, so it just takes the clear plate. So if you still have any of the dynamic folders that say Sizzix on them, then they run through with the number 3 plate. And it makes it super. See how it kind of has that? It just gives it like a linen. It makes your cheaper. I mean, our cardstock's not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. It's very nice cardstock, but it gives it that like wedding invitation, super nice cardstock feel to it. So then I'm just going to take our linen thread, which is one of my thank you gifts this month. And then I'm just going to tie it around because the linen thread adds a nice little bit of texture. And I always feel like it's fine on masculine cards because it's a little bit like rope. And just tie one knot. It's also great if you don't like to tie bows because it doesn't require a bow. This is a little bit long, but I'm trying to go fast because I'm trying to justify the fact that I just did this. Oh, come on. So tie your knot. Just trim that off. Funny thing is I have had the same, I probably have 6 pairs of snips, and I've had the same ones for years upon years upon years. And I just bought like 2 more. Literally, and then they give us a new pair. I should have seen that coming. It's better that though than them retiring because that sometimes happens to me. So this is from one of our huge designer series paper packs, and I call it the Home Depot pack. I think it's called In Good Taste, but it's every kind of like home decor texture kind of thing that you could get. So I'm just gonna put that on there. I'm not gonna use any dimensionals. It doesn't have to be anything super fancy. And because I didn't really secure that on here great, I'm just going to make sure that it's sealed in between the two. It's not going to come off. And I'm going to just kind of mount this over here in the corner. And then I have just a couple of blends. And I'm not going to use the real colors, and I'm not going to really blend. I just want to add a little bit of color. It would be fine just like this. If that's all you have, if you're a beginning stamper, this would be a great card. You wouldn't even have to run that texture through. Just one color of ink on some vanilla paper with the pretty designer series paper, and this would be a great starter set because it's got several sentiments in it. But if you have some stuff, then I have the light crumb cake, and I'm going to use the brush tip, and I'm just going to highlight some color, just kind of like that. And then I'm going to take the light gray granite, and again, just the brush tip. So I'm not using these really as a blend, but more just for a highlight of color, and just kind of swashing it through there. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my dark basic black, and you all know this is one of my favorite techniques, and I'm just gonna kind of give it that little bit of a nature look. Just like that. And I've had a couple of people recently ask me, because you can do this with our Stampin' Right markers, right? You can hit the heck out of those. But our Stampin' Right markers cannot be bought individually. Well, the black can, but the rest of them have to be bought in sets. Our blends have a much bigger, I don't know what you call it, the thing that holds all the ink in the center of it, right? So you can do this for a lot longer. And then when they're replaced, you buy them individually by colors. So if you whack one forever, like if you have a color that you tend to whack a lot and it's used up, you don't have to replace a whole family as you would with our Stampin' Write markers. So that's one of the reasons that I do it. Plus this tip's just so much bigger than our Stampin' Write markers, so you don't have to hit as often. Although if you're in a really bad mood or irritated with somebody, whacking those things, it is kind of a lot of fun. So remember, I have the free class coming up. The Designer Series paper's on sale. One of the things that was gonna post today was with the, here, I'll show you. It's this card, and it's coming, and it's filmed, and it's up because I have this class that's posting, and that video will post because it's already on YouTube, and it's edited and everything. I'm just going to squish this in front because I want y'all to see it, and it's so pretty. So again, here's the stamp set. It's called Enjoy the Moment, and you all enjoy your day. Have a good one. Bye.